Brian Block, you may begin upon the sergeant's announcement.
Your time will begin now.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman and council members. My name is Brian Block. I'm a resident of Cambria Heights since 1967. I'm also the chairperson of Community Board 13 and the president of the Cambria Heights Civic Association. And I'm also joined here with my chair of land use, Mr. Richard Hellenbrecht, and my fellow chairs of the community boards in Queens. And I have a letter here that we want to just read into the record. Dear Speaker Johnson, Queens Community Board 13, located on the southeast Queens border with Nassau County, is one of the largest landmass, most diverse districts in the city. Upon serious consideration of the pros and cons of the Planning Together Study and Related Council Introduction 2186-2020, this board voted unanimously to object to this proposal for numerous critical reasons. Many outlined in this letter. Our analysis makes clear this scheme must be delayed until it can be vetted thoroughly, get more community buy-in and input from upcoming city leadership. Most importantly, we object any form of top-down planning that effectively imposes limits on grassroots community-based efforts. 5 quick points. Downplay Planning Together study. Queens Community Board 13 expresses concern that the Planning Together report makes irrelevant comparisons to other cities, vastly different from New York City. It uses rezoning data during a limited time frame that skew results, not reflecting the diverse zoning actions that were implemented over a broader period. This unduly influences the methodologies, processes, and frameworks called in Intro 2186-2020. Number 2, limited comprehensive planning. Comprehensive planning should be implemented only by gathering dispersed city agency data, synthesized in a common portal with tools to support communities and community boards. Rather than top-down control, planning should start totally in a strong bottom-up process with the new strategic planning offices as the last and least influential stop. Where there is consensus among communities, QLTPS tasks should be not meshed. These plans coordinate service. Do not prioritize growth. Our district is a minority-majority district, listing only 18% white in the last census. It is low-density residential area and transit desert, with overused and aging infrastructure. The growth planning initiative would strain our infrastructure but offer little benefit to this district. We need quality infrastructure investment, not more population. Thanks to recent zoning actions by city planning, with the help of outside technical assistance, our district now reflects the needs of our diverse communities. Rushed implementation must be delayed. Introduction 2186 is being rushed through while minimally vetted on. The bill vests extraordinary authority in a single non-elected position while introducing vast technical complexity. The city faces numerous challenges, particularly in light of the pandemic. There are severe budget constraints, declining population, reduced tax revenues, extraordinary COVID expenses, and the aging infrastructure. A rushed, flawed, and resource-intensive planning exercise will distract attention from recovery. This is a lame duck year for the mayor, the speaker, and many council members. Passage of 2186 would leave a whole new city government with a complex and untested planning process to which they had no input but full accountability. Wait for the new mayor and council. And finally, community board issues. Understaffed community board district offices, which have never received the promised independent planning support, will be overtaxed. Volunteer board members would be overwhelmed with new and difficult tasks. The initiative may allow development meeting the broad long-term objectives of the plan, but which offers no benefit to the community and without adequate community input. Finally, the proposal offers no real power to community groups or community boards to shape change. Community boards would remain advisory, with their recommendations easily ignored. Give boards a stronger local say on future plans. For these reasons and more, Community Board 13 voted no to 2886-2020. We urge our council delegation and others to defeat this legislation. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you for listening to us from CB 13. Thank you very much.
Thank you.